Good evening, everybody. The whole world, including Bangladesh, is passing through a very critical time due to the coronavirus outbreak. So, this is our responsibility to try our best to keep ourselves and the children safe. Please stay at home and stay safe and always maintain social distance. And today I am going to talk about structuralism, especially nature and scope. Better to say Claude Levi Strauss, Barthes, Roman Jakobson, David Laws, Gorbaghat Singh, all these critics made a great and significant contribution in the field of structuralism. So let's discuss. Though, although the Swiss linguist Ferdinand de Saussure restricted him within the linguistic theory only, the anthropologist Claude Levi Strauss applied Saussure's ideas in his studies of kingship. Totemism man-made. In doing so, Strauss promoted a new interest in Saussure and became a focal point for the structuralist movement of the 1960s. Bijoy Kumar Das, Ibid page 26. Claude Levi Strauss structuralism was an effort to reduce the enormous amount of information about cultural systems to what he was essentials. He was the essentials, the formal relationship among their elements. He viewed cultures as systems of communication and constructed models based on structural linguistics, information theory, and cybernetics to interpret them. According to Claude Levi Strauss, made through the world, whole world, are the transformation of one another. The myth of different culture may appear to be different, but if the myth have the same structures, they may actually be saying the same thing. In another way, structuralism is complementary to formalism. A structuralist critic views the works of literature as a kind of meeting place for different systems of meaning. Claude Levi Strauss and Barthes have given a new direction to structuralism in their practice of criticism, and they have followed the Saussurean principle of binary division, like nature oblique culture, raw oblique cooked, dry oblique wheat, and noise oblique silence, etc. Barthes denounces the romantic idea of genius author God. If structuralism is taken to be an effort to link up the cultural mind and universe, then it has suggested that culture can be understood semiotically. Cultures are structured science systems in their own way. Kingship of various cultures. Kingship of various cultures, whether primitive or advanced, function like semiotic relation. For example, the exchange of gifts and omen have been taken as keys leading. The exchange of gifts and omen have been taken as keys leading to a whole network of Gorbaghat Singh. As Gorbaghat Singh opines that, as Gorbaghat Singh opines that, each member of a culture masters these networks of relationship just like the language competence of Chomsky and the lingua of Ferdinand de Saussure. The individual responses and actions of a culture member are like the performance of Chomsky and the parallel of Saussure. Gorbaghat Singh, Western Poetic System, Thought, page 42. More interestingly, the quest of Claude Levi Strauss for culture universals can be likened to Chomsky's search for Language universals. Language and culture convey something fundamental about the human mind and the universe. As Gorbachev Singh has rightly pointed out that human mind and culture has hit upon human mind and culture, human mind and language as interruptions or discontinuities is a very important notion that structuralism has hit upon, and probably its further development lies the future growth of the human sciences. But still, structuralism remains stuck to culture, human mind and language, reflecting the universe. Gorbachev Singh, Ibid page 43. Beside these, Jonathan Calvert, in his structuralist poetics, structuralism, linguistics, and the study of literature, explained structuralism. He gave the readers more important than the text. In addition, Roman Jakobson, in his linguistics and poetics, and two aspects of linguistics, annexes to more modes, he discusses his theory of language structure through binary opposition. And at last, we can remind David Laws, who tried to annex the concept of structuralism with more traditional ideals of structure. His working with structure in 1980 deputizes it. Eventually, it may be stated that structuralism has succeeded in unmasking many signs, but it has not shown how the sign works. That explains the limitation of structuralism. Bijoy Kumar Das, IB, ID, page 30. However, each school of criticism has its validity as well as its limitation. So from this point of view, structuralism is no exception to this rule. A criticism of structuralism is that to discern structure, recurrent patterns, binary opposition in literary is not necessary to see what makes literature great or significant. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for your cooperation and coordination, and I wish you all the best.